Alrighty, hello and welcome to Ultimate Spider-Man. We back. We playing another Spider-Man game, and I love this Spider-Man game. This is a good one. This is gonna be a replay of Ultimate Spider-Man. This will be the first time I've played this game in over a decade. I don't think I've played this game since I was like... Oh, you know what? I say a decade. I'm older than I think I am. Whoa, it's probably been 15 years. It's probably been about 15 years, actually, since I played Ultimate Spider-Man, and I love this game so much. I love this game so much. I love the graphics. I love the cel-shaded art style. I love the Spider-Man in this game. I love that you play as Venom in this game. I love everything about it. Look at this beautiful art style, this main menu theme. Oh my god. You're about to just witness the other side of the Mapo coin. The Mapocolops coin has turned, as we were not having a good time in Spider-Man 3, and I was like, okay guys, I can't play it anymore. I had to bring that stream to a close, and I need to play a good Spider-Man game. This is it. I love Ultimate Spider-Man so much. And I didn't want to stop playing Spider-Man just because I wasn't having a good time with Spider-Man 3, you know? So if you haven't played Ultimate Spider-Man before, and you haven't experienced it, tune in, baby. Ah, because this is a dream. All right, I'm gonna pick my character name. I'm gonna hit a character limit. You have to press up to go backwards in the alphabet. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna hit a character limit, so we're just gonna be Mapocolops. I don't even know how to spell my own username anymore. How do I spell my own name? Oh yeah. There's an L in there. I'm gonna just have to go for Mapocolops. Character limit. There we go. Oh, yeah, Mapocolops. Or Mapocolops. Perfect. Mapocolops. Oh, that's not a P. Oh, that's a 0. Look at that. The O and the 0 look exactly the same in the alphabet. There you go. Mapocolops. Wonderful. Oh, let's go. Ultimate Spider-Man time.
This is how it all began. Which, of course, leads to nonsense like this.
Origin story.
I reunited with my childhood friend Eddie Brock. What is that? It's our inheritance. Eddie's dad and my dad worked together before they died.
We believe the suit may be the final step. Finally, a cure for cancer. People are dying all over the world. And all I want to do is try to help them. But because I signed the wrong paper for the wrong person, I can't.
They had taken the suit away from Dad, and I was going to take it back. I knew I could finish what he started.
Let's just pretend that we're still playing the Spider-Man 3 video game and we got the black suit. This is just summarizing Spider-Man 3 for us, alright?
What's happening?
Just pretend that we finished Spider-Man 3, this happened,
I don't know what the suit had become.
and now we're playing the sequel to Spider-Man 3, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Spider powers, and I couldn't control it, so I don't think anyone could ever hope to. But when Eddie found out what I had done, who I really was, well, he was pretty angry.
I love the cutscene presentation in this game.
Others died to create me, and now you will too.
Yes, let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's just pretend that this is just a sequel to Spider-Man 3. So we finished the Spider-Man 3 game. We got the black suit, did all of that. And then they decided that they're like, yes, sequel time. Black suit Spidey. God, I love the cutscene presentation because it's so comic book-like in how it navigates everything. It's really great. When Spider-Sense appears, press and hold X to jump out of the way.
Ah, I have to dodge those. Listen
I have to
me,
dodge
Eddie. You're
those.
smarter than this. This isn't you, it's the suit. I've been behind it. I know what it's doing to you. Let me help you. Before you do something you're going to regret. I gotta get Eddie off campus before somebody gets
hurt. This game has aged tremendously well, Michael, though. Let me tell you that. I haven't played it in 15 years, but I just know it has, okay? I believe it in my heart of hearts. Yeah, voice actor for Peter's great in this game, too. I love it. And Venom just looks so sick. I'm getting sucked on.
No!
No!
Get loose! I have to stop him.
I love the color of, I love his color. Like, I just love, like, the purple highlights on him. It's so sick.
Killing me! It's killing me!
Lie on the ground with your hands over your head. Both of you! On the ground now! What the hell is that?
Oh shit, the zap. See, here's the thing. Even if the graphics are aged, it fits perfectly anyway because of the art style, right? It just doesn't age poorly because of the way that it's presented. It's so good.
I need it!
It's not done.
MJ, baby.
It's really not done.
I can't go swinging around in my nerd clothes.
I just have to finish stitching up a hole in the butt, and then I'll give it back to you.
I can explain the hole in the butt, by the way.
Please don't. Come by the place in about half an hour, and I'll have it ready for you.
All right. I'm gonna run by home and grab my web shooters.
We literally start the game off in the perfect
I've been
way.
sitting on my tush all day. Time for a little workout.
We've got perfect MJ Peter relationship. MJ looking absolutely fine, and it's the storyline where MJ knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and they have like that level of the relationship where she like helps fix his suit and stuff. Oh my god, it's so good. I just love their character interactions. I'm really not liking the fact that the camera is inverted, so I'm gonna need to apparently invert it to have it be, yes, perfect. You need to invert it to have it be what I want. Up is up, down is down, left is left, and right is right. Thank you very much. That's what I need. Okay. So good. And look, the game has the arrow pointing to where I need to go. That's exactly what I need. Now, there's a lot of... it was really funny. When I was playing Spider-Man 2 on PS2, there was a lot in that game that I was like, oh, I see some of this carrying over into Ultimate Spider-Man. Like, I was recognizing things in that game that had obviously then been utilized and built on in this one, and I thought that was really cool.
Let's start with some wall crawling.
I've never read any Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I have a few Spider-Man comics, but I was never super into reading actual comics growing up because I couldn't afford them, or I never really got into them. Like, my exposure to Spider-Man was like the animated series in 1994 and Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man. Spider-Man Unlimited starts with a U. I never got into Ultimate Spider-Man, but I watched Ultimate Spider-Man. Spider-Man Unlimited, which was only cancelled after one season. A lot of people seem to have nostalgia for, I think it's called Spectacular Spider-Man, which was Josh Keaton's Spider-Man. Never watched that. I know that there was an Ultimate Spider-Man series as well. I also never watched that. It's like I've very much only watched the ones that I grew up with, but I would like to watch the other ones one day. I mean, they're literally on Disney Plus, so I can watch them. But it's mostly just been that and the movies, and then the video games as well, like the older ones, like Spider-Man 1 and 2 on PS1, and then Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2. And then naturally Insomniac's Spider-Man. I think the only thing that, for me personally, I don't really like about the Ultimate Spider-Man comics is I don't like that Green Goblin is like an actual like monster goblin. You know what I mean? I like that I like Goblin when he's in a suit. You know?
Just a little jump up here.
But that's like a minor nitpick, you know? I'm not really a fan of Hulk Goblin,
Jump and then jump again. Sure, it breaks the laws of physics, but so do most things I do.
Double jump, baby. I'm also not a huge fan of like Electro being like pure energy electricity. Like I fucking love Electro when he's in a stupid little suit as well, you know, but I digress.
Spectacular leaping.
Police have attempted to apprehend the man identified as 33-year-old Herman Schultz. In a daring daylight bank robbery attempt, Schultz
Electro goes into pure energy in the PS1 game in Enter Electro as the final boss, and that's fine because he's in the stupid little silly spandex suit for the rest of the game. So I love it.
Web zipping is great for low buildings like these.
Web zipping. Let's go. My favorite part is just like Peter is just like not even in Spider, like he's not even in uniform right now.
Swing off of pretty easily.
I'm not even in uniform, and I'm just like, hello everyone, I'm just web swinging. Secret identity who?
Man, what did I ever do before I was able to web swing? Oh, yeah, I remember. I used to get my butt kicked and people called me names. Oh, and the wedgies. The glorious super wedgies. Good times. Actually, that still happens a lot.
Also, I'm loving how quippy this Spider-Man is too. He's got the quips, he doesn't shut the fuck up, and that is a Spider-Man thing, you know? Your only gripe is that you never liked the mechanical web shooters. I love the mechanical web shooters because that's just how it's always been, and it's literally only Raimi's Spider-Man that was like doing it differently. I think it's fine having it like be biological, like in his actual wrists. Like it kind of makes sense that it would be a Spider-Man power. Like logically, you can't fault that at all, but I'm fine with mechanical web shooters. The only thing I'm not fine with mechanical web shooters is when they do like the video game part of it where you have to like, you can run out of webbing. That's what I hate. But this game doesn't do that, which is good. It has mechanical web shooters and you don't run out of webbing. As far as I remember.
Ta-da!
You scared me.
You done with my butt? Hole? Yeah, there's an idiot causing trouble a few blocks from here. I need to skedaddle.
You done with my butt? Oh, yet? Woo! Let's go! I love this look too. I love Big-Eyed Spider-Man. Big-Eyed Spider-Man's great. It's a good look. It's really cool. They got the Kraven the Hunter movie coming out apparently. Web swing to the next beacon. Darius, I'm not huge into reading comics. Like I do have a bunch of comics, like but I gotta be real with you. When I went through my comic collecting phase, I would be like, wow, this cover art looks really cool, and I would just kind of collect ones that I really liked the covers of. I haven't read a lot of comic runs at all, and every time I've tried to, I kind of get overwhelmed with how much I have to do in life, and I'm like, I don't have free time for this, because I've been reading Star Wars comics, but Marvel comics are just so expansive. Like, there's just so much of it that I get very, very, very overwhelmed, you know? And also, Defeater Eater, that is incorrect. He doesn't always have big eyes. Not at all. These eyes are huge on his face, and they're not always that big at all. They always vary in size. Sometimes they're tiny, sometimes they're medium-sized, sometimes they be absolutely massive. Yes, I do make time for manga, and the only one that I've made time for at the moment is Berserk, and as you can tell, I haven't done a Berserk video in like a month because I just haven't been able to find time to read it. I haven't felt like reading it, you know what I mean? So it's, and all the manga that I have on my shelf right now that I haven't read is still waiting for me to read, like everything else in my life.
All of you, just back off. I never knew your name was Herman.
Oh no, it's you!
Well, you are kind of in my neighborhood, Herman.
I'm not a big fan of this Shocker design either. Like, I like Shocker when he's in the red and yellow, where he looks like he's wearing a mattress, you know. I'm not really a huge fan of Shocker just being a dude in like just a jacket and goggles.
I'll go easy on you this time, Herman. I'll only use my webs.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
This guy is a joke.
This guy is a joke. I'm really not using the word big incorrectly. I can show you so many examples of him having small eyes, but I can't be bothered.
See you around, pal.
Please, no. I got kids.
I got a dog. You've got a dog. That's a Homer.
I envy you guys. You're happy just being walking cliches. Seriously, good for you. But come on, guys, leave the lady alone.
While Spider-Man is facing a downed enemy, press L2 to subdue them before they get back up. I liked this system as well.
Getting back up.
I liked how Spider-Man handles the combat in this one, where it's like, you beat them down, they're not weirdly invincible like the Raimi games, and then you web them up after so they don't get back up.
You okay?
Ah, get away from me, you freak.
You'd love to see what my definition of small is. Raimi Spider-Man eyes are not big. The Tom Holland Spider-Man eyes are not big. They're standard size. They're just like normal eye size, and then you look in the comics and there are ones that are like big, where they take up like most of his face, are like his big eyes.
That kind of quality human interaction makes it all worthwhile. Oh, yippee!
I don't know if you've ever seen the Spider-Man TV series from the 70s, but he has small eyes in that one as well.
I need to get home.
Yep, the Amazing Spider-Man one eyes are tiny as well. Why is this even a debate? Defeater, I think you need to calm down, dude. Just literally look up Google Images and then you'll go, oh yeah, those eyes are pretty small. Instead of fighting with me about it, because I don't care that much.
See,
Yo, Spidey! Johnny Storm of the world-famous Fantastic Four.
Johnny
What are
Storm.
you doing in Queens?
What, I can't be in Queens?
I have to be here, but you? Go save the world.
Oh, I got a better idea. What do you say, quick race around Queens?
What is this? You think just because you can fly in a streak of fire, ooh, you can beat me?
I do believe that's what I'm saying.
I do believe that's what I'm saying.
Bring it on.
All I can say, Defeater, is we have different definitions and meanings of size. When I think large, it's a different size than what you think. And now we can move on.
Ready, set, go!
Fantastic form.
Are we still talking about eye size? Because I'm pretty keen to move on and play this video game. I moved on, man. I'm racing the Human Torch right now. Can't talk.
Darkhawk is faster than you.
I love that it actually has like racing against like the Human Torch, and I like that this game also brings in the expanded Marvel comic book universe of characters.
Try it.
It's great, and this Spider-Man's attitude is so much fun. Especially, it's such a breath of fresh air after listening to Toby's like voice acting in the Raimi games, dude. Like, because he's got like no energy to it. So I'm really glad that this Spider-Man is just so happy to be Spider-Man. It's so much fun. Just being a fucking nerd.
An actual matchstick would be faster than you.
Woo! An actual matchstick would be faster than you. I like that he has like he's not even returning anything because he's so fucking far away.
Oh, if you're losing.
He's in the dust. Now, people always say that web swinging in Spider-Man 2 is like the, you know, the peak, but like I love web swinging in this game. Like it's super fun. Bam! That's a win, baby.
Oh man, you're faster than I thought.
Now I own you.
Yeah, whatever. You ever want to race again, look me up. I'm usually hanging out by the Baxter building.
Yeah, swinging's fun. The web zip is great too. Oh, Darius, I want the Wolverine game so bad. This is got the crazy thing, right? Is we have Spider-Man 2 coming out next year, Insomniac Spider-Man 2 next year, and then Wolverine potentially the year after that. And that's fucking crazy. It's so good. And then that just reminded me. About Wolverine. We'll put a pin in it for those that haven't experienced it yet, and we'll come back to that later. But you mentioning Wolverine brings up some things. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it soon. But we'll see. We'll put a pin in it. But yeah, so very keen for the Wolverine game. What was special about the Spider-Man 2 web swinging? It was more like physics based with how they explained it. So like it would attach to buildings. You couldn't just like attach it to thin air. And it would like move in the direction of where the web went. Like it just felt very nice. It felt very tight and impressive. Spider-Man 3 has the same thing, but like not as much. And then I think I can't speak on the games I haven't played yet, but it just seems that this web swinging just never lived up to it until we got to Insomniac Spider-Man, because they were like, we gotta get it right. We gotta nail it, you know. I've not played Web of Shadows, no. So the only Spider-Man games that I've played, and I've mentioned this many times in my previous Spider-Man streams, is I've played Spider-Man 1 and 2 on PS1, Ultimate Spider-Man, which we're replaying now, and Insomniac Spider-Man. Those are the ones that I've played. I haven't played any of the other ones. We've only just played the Raimi games for the first time, given up on Spider-Man 3. And I'm aiming to go through the ones like Web of Shadows, Friend or Foe, Shattered Dimensions, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 as well. I think that there might be some other ones. But eventually I need to play, at bottom line is I need to play Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2 comes out next year, you know? And I might replay Insomniac Spider-Man, the remastered version, because I've only played the original on PS4 when it came out. So, we'll see. Laurie, you haven't played any video games, okay? Laurie hasn't played any video games. If I beat Friend or Foe and skip 3, you'll die laughing. Well, we can't have you die, but I'm gonna do it in spite of you now. I'm gonna have to do it in spite of you now, I'm sorry. This one thing that this game has a lot of is it has all of the fucking collectathon things. Like it's got, here's your tokens of everything. Yeah, Hocoast is Laurie. Michael, you're gonna watch. You are going to watch Friend or Foe, and you're going to enjoy it. You have to show up. Oh no, you fell off your bike. Let me pick you up and remove you from your bike and take you somewhere. To the hospital with you. Into the wheelchair. You see how this operates exactly the same as Spider-Man 2? It's literally like Spider-Man 2 with a cel-shaded skin. It's so weird. You do the exact same style of like missions. The minimap works in a very similar way. Even the hospital looks like the same, where it's just got the big plus signs on the outside. Okay, so Miles Morales is a short game. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's good for me at least. I can do like a short little playthrough of it on YouTube. I will say though, we've been streaming the older ones because they're like fun to engage with you guys in streams, and they're like a different type of game experience. But I will be doing my usual Let's Play blind playthrough experience for Miles Morales, so there'll be pre-recorded videos for that game. But I'm considering streaming in Spider-Man Remastered, Insomniac's version, because I've played that before, but we'll see. I might just like pre-record a replay of that as well. I'm not sure yet. Look at that render distance. Look at those big old buildings. That's crazy that Miles Morales is a short game, but it is what it is. I didn't realize it was super short, but I guess it makes sense because it came out in a decent amount of time. They pumped it out pretty quick. Yeah, that's another one as well, because Jedi Survivor comes out in a few months.
No problem.
Oh yeah. You know what I love about Ultimate Spider-Man? You can web zip up buildings. They brought back one of my favorite things to do. And the combat just feels so good. Any issues I've had with the combat in my Spider-Man games is not in this game at all. It has exactly what I love about Spider-Man's combat. That dude is dead. Yeah, this has so much of what I love about Spider-Man combat. You can jump in the air and like lock onto enemies like you used to be able to in the PS1 games. That is just missing from all of the Raimi games. Times Square actually looks really good in this one. Unlike Spider-Man 2, which just looked fucking awful. Yeah, the ads in this one look great.
By the Daily Bugle.
Trying to see what we can see.
See, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Surf freak, freaking his way into your heart. Both Insomniac Spider-Man combat system and Arkham have really good combat systems, but I don't know which one I would go for if I had to pit them against each other. Look at this web zip up buildings. I don't know why this isn't in the Raimi games, because it just makes so much sense to do that. The PS1 Spider-Man games were so good.
It's Toombs. No, listen. Listen to me.
It's Toombs.
I'm in Queens and Listen! I saw the suit. You heard me? Yes. The suit.
The suit.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how many days passed. I don't even know how I'm still alive. If you could call this alive.
Predator Eddie confirmed. Yeah, let's go. Dude, I can't believe that they did this shit. The suit. Look how fucking cool this is. Look at how the eyes move, because it's like the suit is like alive, and there's like, I fucking love how the eyes actually like shift on the face, because it's not like it's not a suit where the eyes are static. This thing's fucking alive. Oh my, and the travel, yes. Leap great distances. Claw, triangle to attack, and circle to grab enemies.
It's just here!
Practice feeding now, by the way. Oh my god. And this is so fucking funny that like in Spider-Man 2, there's all those kids that are losing their balloons, and now in Ultimate Spider-Man you play as Venom, and then it's just like, you see this fucking child? I'ma eat it. I'ma eat it. Practice feeding now. Just think about the fact that like this game doesn't make you like, you know, kill like absorb adults right away. It's like you kill a child like immediately. Like we killed a child. He dead. And I love his fucking way that he scales buildings. Like he's a fucking monster, dude. So much fucking fun, dude. I don't know if the game is going to have us play Venom in Insomniac Spider-Man 2, but it might have him get the black suit and then Venom will happen after that. I can only imagine that would be how it would work. Like, surely they would do Spider-Man getting the suit first, but this will be a spoiler for the first Insomniac Spider-Man game. Post-credit scene is the symbiote is attached to Harry Osborn, which was such a surprise. It was such a surprise post-credit scene, because you have Norman Osborn go into his little secret room and it's all green in there, and you're like, holy shit, Green Goblin. Like, it's gonna be all of his Green Goblin-y shit. And it's not. And the reveal is that his son never went away. Harry's been there the whole time, and he's using the symbiote to try and like fix him. I think is really, really cool. And something that I love about Insomniac Spider-Man is while they are so true to the source material, when they're not, and when they do new things, it's fantastic. It's like, oh, that's such a cool idea. It's just so cool. And I love how much they understand the characters in Spider-Man as well. Insomniac Spider-Man is one of my favorite games ever. Like, I love the relationship between Peter and Doc Ock, the way that Norman Osborn is handled. The character relationships in that game are incredible. Aunt May as well. Even introducing like Miles, it's just so cool. It's so cool. But I don't know how it's going to work with the symbiote being attached to Harry, and then how it's going to interact with Peter and Spider-Man. I'm super curious to see how that's gonna play out. I reckon there could be like some sort of thing where Harry maybe finds out that Peter is Spider-Man, and then the symbiote suit feeds off of Harry's jealousy for Peter instead of it being like Venom's jealousy of not being like attached to Peter and Spider-Man. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, there's got to be a reason for Venom to look like evil Spider-Man in that, you know. So we will we'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, I played Insomniac Spider-Man on PS4 when it first came out, and I never played the DLC. I forgot to mention that. I need to play the Spider-Man DLC as well. So we'll see how I get around to that. I'll probably just have to do a Spider-Man remastered playthrough, and then the DLC will be blind, and then we'll play Miles Morales, and then I'll be ready for Spider-Man 2. Oh, so when I just said that something earlier that I said we'll put a pin in it and we'll talk about it later. This is where we talk about it. Okay, this is where we talk about it. So we're going to approach this motorcycle. Okay, we're going to approach this motorcycle and cause some damage. I wonder if this motorcycle will have any significance in regards to what's about to happen. Oh, who's that on the comic book cover art? Who dat?
Holy!
Nice mess.
Oh my.
You don't say.
That's my fucking boy right there. He looks so cool too. All right, Wolverine. Ultimate Spider-Man already had the Spider-Man Wolverine crossover before Insomniac, except it's Venom v Wolverine, which is so cool. I don't think I have my R3 button. I don't think I have my R3 button on. I can't lock onto him.
Ain't pretty at all.
Dude, the
claws, unbreakable. You bet not.
the voice is so good. See these claws, unbreakable. You bet not.
Can't have a nice quiet evening without some damn thing.
Laurie continues to be an absolute enigma of knowing absolutely nothing about anything.
Bad idea, bub.
I like that we're both literally healing. Both healing. God, I'm getting wrecked by this guy.
Bub, you have no idea how big a mistake you just made.
Wolverine saying Bub is just one of my favorite things of all time.
Now I'm getting good and mad. Just about enough.
Well, now we're bullying him into the corner. Wolverine just getting bullied. Hey! God, I love that move. This is a certified Hulk versus Wolverine moment in this fight. I like that we're in this sort of location right now. Venom wins. So sick. Knocked him out. Sleepy time, Wolverine. That actually reminds me. I've never played any of the X-Men or Wolverine games either. That's actually been another thing on my list to go through. I never played the X-Men games or like the Wolverine's Revenge and stuff like that. I remember seeing Wolverine's Revenge at a friend's house once and being like, oh man, I wish I could play that, but I don't. You know, obviously I rarely had video games as a kid. I couldn't just go, oh, that's a cool game, I want that game, and then I'll get it. I had to be like, oh, that's so cool, I wish I could have that game. So I never played like Wolverine's Revenge. I've played X-Men Origins Wolverine. I've played that one. So I at least can say that. That one I have played. That game is awesome. I'm talking about like the older games on like PS2 era. I at least played X-Men Origins Wolverine. I also own but haven't played the Deadpool game as well. I think that one is cool. I'll have to play that as well. But yes. I just love that like Venom's first like playable section of this game is literally just him like killing kids and fighting Wolverine. Like, holy shit, dude. So perfect. I think what we'll have to do is we need to do our Spider-Man experience first, and then maybe we'll do some Wolverine stream playthroughs before Insomniac's Wolverine comes out. But yeah, back to talking about like the swinging in different games. I have zero issues with Ultimate Spider-Man's web swinging at all. Zero issues. So much fun. Also, the map doesn't have invisible bridges to nowhere, like Spider-Man 3 does. I've never played any Hulk video games either, and I've never played the Marvel Cinematic Universe games. Like, there's Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, I believe, and then they just stopped making them. I think I've got them on my shelf because I was going to play them. I think I started playing Captain America because I was actually going to do some playthroughs on them, but then I just never got around to it. I kind of lost the motivation to do so.
Is that a real gun?
What am I supposed to be doing right now? City goals. It looks like I need to do a race in order to proceed, I think. No, Lego Marvel I have. I want to play them. I'm a big Lego Star Wars fan, and I 100%ed Lego Indiana Jones, the first one. That game was super fun. When Lego started getting too big though, and they were like going some sort of like almost open world with massive hub worlds, I started losing interest in the Lego games because they became like too big for me. I liked when they were a little bit like of a smaller experience where you like have a mini hub world and then you just have your levels that you run through, like Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana Jones. That was like, that's perfect for me. Once they started getting too big, I was like, oh, I feel like it's just too much of a time investment, you know?
I want to be taken seriously. What is worse?
It's really funny that I keep trying to do L2 for boost because it's been L2 for boost in all of the Raimi games, but in this one it's square. So I have to remember that. Oh, come on. No, I hate just missing it by being just above it. That's really annoying. Okay. Oh, I didn't do this in good time at all, did I? Silver medal. Alright, new story mission available. There you go. This game handles things pretty well with like progression of like you can do stuff around the city and then you can unlock a story mission instead of Spider-Man 3 being like, we are never going to let you do the story. Only side missions. This is a combat tour. Follow the waypoints, beat up the bad guys, emerge victorious. Get webbed. Remember, webbing does not cause damage. Isn't it funny just the massive difference in my attitude towards Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3? And like me just being like, look how fun this combat is. And Spider-Man 3 just being like, look how bad this combat is. I'm like, fucking what?
Right on,
Get webbed.
Oh, it's
These are the Mad Max enemies. You see these punk asses? You always gotta have your punks in your Spider-Man game. Hope the National Guard gets here soon. Damn. I just know a good Spider-Man game when I see it. You see that move? I like went on my hands, scorpioned, grabbed his neck with my feet, and then slammed him into the ground. Such a good move. Nice. Combat tours unlocked. Spider-Man's maximum health has been increased. Alright, new city goals, baby. And then the good thing is these stack as well. Like if you've collected some more tokens already, it doesn't make you go and collect other more tokens, you know? Alright, let's go complete some city events. They're just like the green ones that pop up, I think. So yeah, you're kind of like encouraged to pick up the tokens obviously as you see them, and they're like easy enough to pick up anyway. Ah, hang on, here's a city event. I think it's the Red Crime. Love the Nokia ad placement.
on the ground.
Get beaten on.
You're a crazy.
Yep, that's a city event. Spider-Man's efficient with it.
This guy won't call me back.
I'm glad that you guys are yapping in there because it makes me very happy to have the engagement. If you haven't yet, make sure to also like the stream for the algorithm. Help me out. Hello, sir.
Here I come to save the... I'll be right there.
Oh, it was
You have been saved.
I have made a serious vocation.
An Ultimate Spider-Man 2 would be incredible. It's not too late. Nah, it is. But we live in a world where Insomniac Spider-Man is getting a sequel and also getting a Wolverine game, most likely in the same universe. There'd be no reason to not have them in the same universe, which is insane. So I'm happy. We live in a good Spider-Man universe right now.
Breaking news from Queens. A creature described by eyewitnesses as looking, quote, sort of like a rhinoceros but bigger, is rampaging through the streets of the city. We have not yet confirmed reports that this is the same creature that Iron Man subdued.
Psst. Hey, you remember the big rhinoceros-looking guy?
You're gonna have to be more specific.
He's like on the loose.
Oh, man. Trick finals next period.
10 minutes there, kick the rhino guy in the ding-ding, and 10 minutes to get back. You can do that with your mask on backwards. Go!
Oh, this hurts already.
This hurts already. I think Wolverine will be voiced. Will be voiced just fine. There's no reason why they wouldn't nail it. Like Yuri Lowenthal is such a good Spider-Man voice.
Oh, my leg!
It's just a shame about that. It's just a shame about that face.
Help! Help!
It's still the biggest mistake that they ever made.
Please! I don't want to die!
I just need to pick him up and move him to safety. Easy stuff.
Still just the biggest mistake that they ever made.
Wow. Thanks, man.
You're stealing from me. This is my store.
I need to get that TV off that poor guy. He's getting crushed.
I think it'll be Hugh Jackman. What? They're not gonna get Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine in the video game. What are you talking about? No way.
Oh, great. Now you're going to steal my stuff.
Well, actually, I was saving your life. I think the words you're looking for were thank you. Oh, sweet sassy Molassy.
Sweet sassy Molassy. Yeah, they'll get Christopher Judge. There isn't even a single like percentage of a possibility that Hugh Jackman's even being considered. It's just like I'm very confident to say it's a 0% chance. Like price doesn't even come into it. Like he just wouldn't even be considered.
Maybe I'm worried about nothing. Maybe it's just the worst parking garage attendant ever.
I already saved this woman from getting beaten up by thugs before. This woman just getting herself in trouble.
Well, that's no good.
They hired Tobey Maguire for the movie video games where Tobey Maguire played the character of Spider-Man. That's why they hired Tobey Maguire.
Help us! Hey! Help! Oh no!
The people in there will burn alive if I don't get that car out of there quick. Everybody out! Run!
Freeze! The only reason Hugh Jackman's coming back as Wolverine is because Ryan Reynolds called in a favor, baby. And it needs to happen. And that's the only reason why he would ever come back. And it makes sense because they're in the Fox universe. Insomniac Spider-Man and Wolverine are not in any movie universe.
Don't worry. Nothing's broken. Except my spine. A few ribs. Maybe everything else.
I love that he jumps into like the comic book page. So good. I'm fine with Ultimate Rhino being in like a massive rhino suit like this. Like this has always been fine with me. I think it's cool. Absolutely, Michael.
No, he's about to fall. I guess there's no such thing as a slow day when you're a big-time superhero. How about a guy dressed up like a teddy bear who gives hugs? How about that, huh? Just once. A huggy bear instead of a big rhino or a scorpion. Listen, the outfit is a bold statement, and I applaud you for it.
I like that he's also Spider-Man just also got to fucking do crime
Job for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
while Rhino's rampaging the city. He's also got to like do saving people and defeating criminals like on the way. I think that's like handled so well. It's cool.
Wet cement, big crazy guy, wrecking ball. This gives me an idea.
Giant wrecking ball.
Oh,
Oh, I forget that he.
Beat on him.
I forget that he's kind of like weird with his voice though. I failed. Also, I love that it drops Nick Fury in there real early as well on the fucking comic screen. Yeah, we literally know nothing about the Wolverine game except that it's a Wolverine game by Insomniac. That's it. It told me to... It's saying good. The game's telling me good. I failed again. Okay. Oops. It gave me a pop-up to jump on his back, but I missed the opportunity.
Wet cement, big crazy guy, wrecking ball. This gives me an idea.
Yeah, screaming out scientific terms for rhinos. It's weird. It's just him. It's just like him being a Pokemon.
I should get his attention.
It said to get his. Okay. Just jump, no attack. Okay, I should get his attention. Because I'm pretty sure the wrecking ball part comes later. I also love the collapse and disappointment. It's funny.
Wet cement, big crazy guy.
Just jump with no attack. That's what I tried first. It didn't work. Maybe I'm just not in the right place. Yeah, see? Oh. I'm just jumping right through him. It pops up with a little, like, prompt on his back, but it's, like, in a very specific spot.
I should get his attention.
Michael, I think you're being unfair, unfortunately. That's an unfair characterization. I'm not at the point where I'm annoyed yet. If it keeps happening, I'll be annoyed. In Spider-Man 3, I was also being, like, weird, and then it got to a point where I just started being like, okay, now I'm annoyed. So, that's an unfair characterization.
Wet cement, big
You're not allowed to mess with me, Michael, because you're too serious all the time. I'm gonna web your butt.
up and grab his back. Easy stuff.
I got it. That hurt. I got him. Alright, wet cement time. Never mind.
I should get his attention.
Oh yeah, now he's doing the scientific term.
Here with a wrecking ball.
Oh, now he's stuck in the cement. Cool. I am ensnared. Wrecking ball.
Here goes nothing.
God, I love the presentation of this game.
That had to hurt.
So what I had to do is not jump with no attack. I had to jump and press circle to grab onto his back, but there's no button prompt for it. And then it worked.
Punching that hole in his back might be a good idea.
Also, it doesn't matter how skinny Spider-Man is because he's fucking built like a brick shithouse internally. Man's fucking too strong.
Sassy molasses. That hole in his back looks like a weak spot. His back looks safe to land on.
Get up on the Hydra's back! Get up on the Hydra's back! Ow. 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 Oh, I can't jump on the back right now because it's like sparking like crazy. I'm almost dead. Yeah, Michael does smell. That is true. Michael smells. I need some health because I'm almost dead.
You irritating little man!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man's in high school at the moment with MJ.
I hate spiders!
I'm a little sad that my R3 button doesn't work because I don't think I've got it mapped correctly, so it doesn't lock on. His health bar is so strong.
Whoa!
Swing around the arena until I can get up on the Hydra's back.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
It sounds like Michael just needs to move to Australia. Clearly.
Let's see how you deal with the car upside the head!
This man just destroying this parking lot. Can I get up on his back yet?
Jumanji!
Not yet.
That hole in his back.
There we go.
I bet I can finally shut this guy down. Sparks are gone. This is just going from stupid bad to stupid worse. With the electricity gone, maybe I can hurt this guy. Now that's a spicy meatball.
No.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
Repeatedly punching that hole in his back might be a good idea.
Oh, now that's a spicy meatball.
Are my
Ow.
feet still attached? Quit it!
I hate spiders!
Spider-Man's fucking lines in this game are too good, man.
That hole in his back looks like a weak spot. Time to hit this guy where it hurts.
Now that's a spicy meatball. Oops. Where did they get this guy? At the Pimp My Rhino factory?
I will destroy you!
This guy looks like he came straight out of Pimp My Evil Base.
You irritating little man!
Back looks safe to land on.
Oh shit. I can't see.
More than enough of you!
Yahtzee!
Let's see how you deal with the car upside the head!
Now's my chance. No!
You know, the best part about playing Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2 on an emulator is if we ever do get into an annoying spot that takes a lot of time, we can just load a save state, which is my favorite part, which we didn't get to do in Spider-Man 3 because the game was on 360 and it was silly. I just got damaged by that car on the ground. Yeah, the Rhino fight's pretty intense. I look at chat for 1 second and I get squished by Rhino. God damn it. Yeah, right? It's funny how much more intense... now that's a spicy meatball. It's funny how much more intense this fight is than in the movie games. You're so right. He's so close. God damn it, you fuck. Just die already.
Just going from stupid bad to stupid worse.
I had to scratch my itch. He's done. Hey, look at that.
Trask.
Trask Industries.
Why does that name seem so familiar?
Back away from me, Master Avenger! My diminutive corpus will not withstand your contumelious defeasance!
Not with the big words again.
Time to abscond this locus!
I love it. I love it.
Ow! Must have taken a nastier beating than I thought. My brain feels like it wants to climb out of my skull.
No, Trask is a Marvel Industries thing. It's related to X-Men.
Wow.
Michael.
That was odd. Maybe I just need to take a couple days off. Relax. Just not be Spider-Man for a few days.
Trask is the guy that comes up with the Sentinel program.
People trying to kill me.
They're anti-X-Men robots. So it makes sense that Trask Industries would also create a killer robot, Rhino. Oh, why was the game on? Why it was highlighted on exit game for some reason. Should probably save. I need to do a race and 2 city events. Rest in peace, Trask from KOTOR. We barely knew you. How good is the soundtrack for this game, too? Yeah, remember when Trask was Peter Dinklage? And remember when Trask was then someone else in another X-Men movie? Remember X-Men continuity? Oh, I'm so excited that we live in a world where we're not going to have to deal with some weird X-Men continuity in the Marvel version in the MCU. Goddamn. Oh, I bounced on the fucking... Oh, God. I bounced on the outside of it. Nice. Oh shit, I didn't mean to retry the race. I like Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past is cool. I respectfully disagree. The X-Men are going to be different. It's not going to be the same as everything else. Have a little more optimism, please. I require it. We've actually been getting a lot of unique things this phase in the MCU anyway, and they're not going to repeat the same mistakes of the Fox universe. The good Fox movies were special. It's a shame there was only like 2 of them. And the rest were like, oh no, what happened? X-Men 3 Last Stand and X-Men Origins Wolverine are obviously the only 2 good ones. Several people are typing. God. I'm not here to get gold medals, baby. I'm here to just win. I'm here to just get the completion and get out of here. First Class has some cool stuff. First Class does have some cool stuff in it. But I would say in terms of, yeah, my favorite ones, I really like the very first X-Men. I love Days of Future Past. I love Logan, and then obviously Deadpool 1 and 2 are good. I did watch Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, and I just couldn't get through them without wanting to cry. Fox literally have tried to do Dark Phoenix for Jean twice now. So I'm hoping that Marvel just don't do that. And if they do it, it's not for a very, very, very long time. Because there's so many other storylines to do than Dark Phoenix. Sorry, I meant X-Men, I meant to say X-Men 2.
Here I come to save the... I'll be right there.
This guy again? You just keep hanging from buildings. This guy's got a death wish. I meant to say X2, not X1. But I also like the first one. It's funny to see the difference in how Hugh Jackman looks as Wolverine in the very first X-Men compared to like Days of Future Past, for example. Man was shredded.
Who do you think you are, Spunky?
You know what I will say? I even liked the Wolverine. You know, I even liked the Wolverine when he went up against Silver Samurai. There's some cool stuff in there as well. I think there's things to like about most of them, except for, you know, the bad ones. Yeah, it's gonna be so cool to have Magneto as a villain, because he's such a good one. Such a good villain. I think I want Hugh Jackman in Deadpool 3 to be like the last of like the Fox cameos though. I'm really ready for them to kind of move on from that. Having Patrick Stewart in Doctor Strange was good, and then Hugh Jackman in Deadpool 3 is good, and then I think they can just call it a day. I don't need Ian McKellen to be Magneto again. As much as I love Ian McKellen and his Magneto, I just think that there's just not a spot for it. But I also feel like they're gonna do some shit with Evan Peters and his Quicksilver, because they baited us in WandaVision with his character, and he's gonna be in the Agatha Harkness series. So I feel like they're probably gonna do some shit there, or they're just gonna bait us again. Who knows? I really liked Kelsey Grammer as Beast. He was just like such a perfect live-action version of the 90s animated series Beast, though. That was cool. But he's not like... Yeah, I don't know. It would be hard to do as well.
The next thing I remember is feeling
Look at those bleached eyebrows.
That's our boy.
Silver Sable! Silver Sable!
Where's the suit?
Hey guys, look, it's my wife.
suit. The suit did this.
The suit!
Where is the suit? Read your intel. Boys?
There you go, guys. I'd like to introduce you to my wife, the Silver Sable. Thoughts on the Venom films? I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the sequel. I don't really have much of an interest in Venom as a character without Spider-Man being involved, because it's a critical component of his character. It's just really strange. So I struggled to like get into it. I think the design's really cool, as much as he's missing the big white spider symbol on his chest, though. It's just hard. It's hard to get into Venom without Spider-Man, because he's a critical component. It's just Sony being really weird by going, let's make these Spider-Man character movies without Spider-Man, and it's annoying. And I love Venom and Carnage. Like, I love Spider-Man Unlimited. The animated series that only had one season at the beginning of the 2000s, which was the next Spider-Man animated series after the 94 series ended. But then that got cancelled after one season. That's got Venom and Carnage in it. That was really cool. Yeah, and then they just went and put Tom Hardy's Venom in the post-credits of No Way Home, so the symbiote now exists in Tom Holland's universe, so you can assume that when the symbiote and Venom show up, it would be the same version of Venom, or at least like similar design of Tom Hardy's Venom when Tom Holland encounters it, but it won't have Tom Hardy because he got sent back to his universe. So I don't know. So maybe one day we'll see Spider-Man and Venom, and we'll see Venom get the white spider symbol on his chest, because that's all I care about. Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy? I don't know. I don't have an opinion yet because I haven't watched the movie, but I don't think that's too bad. Like, I kind of feel like that's great. I don't know. But that's from someone who hasn't seen the movie. Well, that's because Woody Harrelson just kind of usually plays Woody Harrelson in his movies. I loved him in Solo. My favorite part of Woody Harrelson in the Solo movie was when he's shooting the turret in the Millennium Falcon, and like he gets like shot at, and he's like, "Ow, that really hurt my thumbs." That's like one of my favorite parts of that movie. It's hilarious. I'm not surprised that Topher Grace's Venom didn't return. I'm not surprised at all. And the symbiote is living, and it did go back. It's just that a piece of it remained. There was like a piece that fell off. So, like, it's very clearly shown that Venom does get sent back with Tom Hardy, but a piece survives. And that's all that you need to just have it in the MCU. Solo is a good Star Wars film, and I won't have any slander. I love that movie so much.
Guardians hostile!
Just like, don't think about it too seriously, okay? Right as the Venom got returned to his home universe, a little piece fell off at like the very precise moment where it doesn't get sent back. And then you just go, ah, cool. And you just accept it and we move on. Just don't stress about it, okay? I'd rather that they just, you know, had Venom just come into the MCU via more natural means, but it's fine for what it is. We just have to actually see if they'll follow up on it, though. That guy has the death symbol above his head while he was in the car. I'm also upset that No Way Home established that like Oscorp just doesn't exist in the MCU. So like when Norman Osborn comes in, he's like, nothing exists. I don't even have a company, which was really strange. I kind of hate that they've sort of gone with that approach that there's no Oscorp, there's no Dr. Octopus, like. The only ones that exist are the ones in the Raimi-verse, just because Kevin Hart is like, you can't replace these actors. And I just think that that's silly. Like, they should have had Oscorp be in No Way Home, but just have it be like a something else, you know? Or like a startup thing, like something that was in its like beginning stages instead of being like fully established. Laurie, you haven't watched anything, so you don't need to announce that, because we know. We know you haven't watched it. Jennifer Hale, my beloved! Spider-Man now can perform 4 consecutive attacks. I love the Venom segments, they're so cool. Alright, we're gonna do a combat tour and a city then. I think we've done this one before because it said metal bronze. We can do it better this time, maybe. Probably not. The traversal in this one's really good because I love that it has the ability for Spider-Man to web zip and then double jump, and you just get so much more of a boost out of that. One thing that I keep messing up on my jumps is because we were just playing the Raimi games, I'm still like trying to press jump to like scale up buildings, but instead I just jump in the opposite direction because it's not a thing in this game. You have to web zip up the building. So I do make some misinputs, unfortunately, that kind of mess me up. So web zip up the building instead of jumping. Nice. I still did terrible. Does that count as a race completed? Fuck. Oh no, I don't even need to do a race. need to do a combat tour on a city event. Fuck. I did it wrong. Michael, please tell me that the last question you asked is you trolling. This is me trying not to take you seriously, but I feel like I'm about to slap you in the face. Tell me that you're trolling, Michael. Otherwise, I just have to stop taking you seriously for the rest of my life. Are you actually asking me if I have played Shattered Dimensions? Are you actually... be honest. Are you asking me if I've played Shattered Dimensions?
See, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Because I think you've been in my streams on like 3 to 4 separate occasions where I've had to re-explain, okay, these are the ones I have and haven't played. And you were there in the stream today where I said I haven't played it yet. Slap, slap, Michael. You're not allowed to ask questions here. That's right, guys. I think just the cold has affected Michael's brain. He's no longer human. I can't believe you're asking me the question again. No, I haven't played Shattered Dimensions. I said that already. Oh my god. I need to have like an image on screen permanently that just says these are the ones I have played and these are the ones I haven't played. I think all this confirms is that nobody listens to me and I should just stop talking. Because it's all for nothing, guys. Nobody listens to me. Are you in danger?
My spleen.
Oh. Oh, you're in danger now. You're in danger now that I'm holding you. Okay. I'm like, there's an ambulance here. What's wrong? I don't need any commands. The only command is my own. Alright, I need a combat tour. Everything here is a race. Alright. It'd be nice if I could put a objective marker on things. Like a waypoint. Combat tour. Alright. Give me 1 second. Because I gotta pee. I peed. I peed myself. Let's go. The Yancey Street Gang is a bunch of British thug expatriates now living in Queens. Known more for brash actions than rational thought, the Yanceys are more of an annoyance than a threat to the people of New York City. New York City. Let's kill some gang members. Hello, British boys. I've come to kill you. Rest in peace, Sid Vicious. We barely knew you. Anarchy in the UK. Let us proceed to beat up the Sex Pistols. Web them up, baby. Look how easy it is to stop crime fighting gangs in this town. Nice. Yes, I'm working here. God, flamethrower man.
We can take it.
Nice. New story mission available. I've never played a video game before. Me and Laurie are the same. We don't even know why we're here. We've never played video games. We just kind of ended up here for some reason. And nobody can explain why. I've never played a video game before in my life.
Are you okay?
My head is killing me. It's just pounding so hard. I think it's my spider sense thingy going nuts. You might need to get somewhere safe.
Eddie Brock's such an emo in this game. That goddamn trench coat. He looking like James Sunderland's looking for his wife of 3 years. She's been missing. They sensed each other, so they could fight.
I thought my head is killing me. What's going on? Oh God, my head. Just being near Eddie is my head.
Venom rematch. Excellent. Oh. No.
Eddie, no.
Do not suck upon me. I will not be sucked upon. I'm stunned, can't move.
I have to get away from Eddie, but I have to keep him from hurting anyone. What's going on?
Fucking Venom sounding like Gravemind from Halo 2. He hit me from behind. What the fuck?
Why is this happening to me? Just being near Eddie is... Yeah! No! My head! I can't stay too close. Let go of me!
Stop that, Venom. Let me out.
Let go! Staying close to Eddie for too long is not a good idea. Something about Eddie. I can't stay close to him for too long. Don't make me hurt you, Eddie. I'm totally serious.
You're saying two things at the same time.
Brock, sit.
Yes, ma'am.
You guys with shield?
You're in the way.
Sonic devices. Oh no, zap them. Zap that fella.
Tango down. Prep for evac.
I think my favorite thing about like playing video games I used to play as a kid is like going, oh, Jennifer Hale is in this.
What is this? What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you.
My bruised ribs beg to differ.
Her walking up the fucking thing just like this. Her walking animation up there is so funny. Like struggling.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, it's funny, like, Jennifer Hale only really came onto, like, obviously, I never paid attention to, like, voice actors growing up, because you don't really do that when you're a kid playing video games, and then I started to get more into, like, voices when I was, like, in my teens, when I was like, oh, this is this voice actor, cool. But like, what's really, really great is being able to revisit those childhood games and being like, oh shit, I've actually been like experiencing Jennifer Hale's voice or like other people's voices for like so much longer than I thought. It's really cool because like most people would like maybe played Metal Gear Solid when they were growing up and stuff like that, and or like Mass Effect when they were much younger. But yeah, very cool. So loved Silver Sable as a character anyway, and then getting that bonus thing of it being Jennifer Hale's voice is just the best. So good. Yeah, I didn't recognize Flynn's voice as Alistair in Dragon Age because Flynn sucks, Finley. I already told you that. You need to accept it. When the British guy sounds like the British guy and I didn't recognize him because he sounds like the British guy. Finley, go back to TikTok. Okay? Go back to TikTok. Yeah, Finley identifies himself as Flynn. Annoying British man. Oh! You were supposed to go off the building. There you go. And this guy died. He doesn't even have a death thing for me to web him up. He just died. And we killed someone.
Any of you know where I can save money on my car insurance?
We're just watching it.
I think the only game that actually tries to save people when they get knocked off the building is I think in Insomniac Spider-Man does it when you hit them off the building, they get like automatically webbed to it from something. Can't remember. Yeah, Michael's so right. Dex pops in every hour or so just to say an old joke, and then he disappears again to go play League of Legends. He's a mysterious man, that guy. Welcome, Dex. Again. I'll see you in an hour for your next joke. Let's predict what Dex will say next.
Any chance you'll just
something about how he'll play Sekiro when it's like $2 or something. I love. Do you know what my favorite thing is? Is Shocker is such a minor villain character in this game that he is literally just a guy that's robbing a vehicle right now. He doesn't have a health bar. He doesn't have an introduction. Shocker's just robbing a car and we just go there and beat him up. Like, Shocker's a joke in this game. Like, hi, Shocker. And then you just wail on him and say, fuck you, Shocker. And we go, okay. Like, they put some disrespect on my boy's name. I love Shocker as well. That's the sad part. Shocker! I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Dex always gets sad whenever I don't play games with him, but then he never invites me to them, so... I had no idea that Clue was even being played. That's fine.
Oh man, I suck.
I was in the middle of...
I gotta get home.
Middle of crawling on something, and then he just gave up. He's just like, I'm just gonna fall into the water real quick. I like that their Shocker was in Spider-Man Homecoming, even though it was like very, very minor role. I liked that he was in it.
You're not a freak after all.
I just would like Shocker to actually have a bit more of a thing going on for him. Hopefully they can put Shocker in hopefully they can put Shocker in the next Spider-Man. Doesn't have to be anything major, I just hope that he's there. Love Michael Keaton as Vulture though, so good. I don't know what it is with people needing Michael Keaton to play like some sort of bird or a bat though.
I have no idea how much you helped.
He played Batman, he played Birdman, and he played Vulture. And now he's playing Batman again in the Flash movie. And he's gonna play Vulture again in Mobius in that atrocious post-credits scene. And I hope that we get Vulture in the future in Spider-Man again. Because there was that post-credits scene of Vulture in jail with Scorpion, and we haven't seen anything on Scorpion either. He's just still in that prison. One of the best scenes in the movie is like the opening the door and seeing Michael Keaton there and just being like, what the fuck? Like, it was a genuine like shock surprise moment. It was just so well done.
Thanks,
I'm late for dinner.
With Scorpion, it went nowhere so far.
Oh, it was an all-out.
Just gotta wait. He in prison at least. Prison breaks can happen at any time. I just hope that we do get like an MCU, a proper MCU version of like Oscorp, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus or something. Or any of the classic villains that have already been faced. I like them doing new ones that we haven't seen before as well. But I would like them to do like different takes of other characters. And what really annoys me about Sony doing their weird Sony-verse of characters without Spider-Man, like Morbius and Kraven the Hunter and stuff, is like, then you gotta be like, do we use those characters in an MCU Spider-Man movie, like those actors? Do we just recast and have another version of Kraven that played by someone else? It just annoys me. Sony are just like stealing Spider-Man villain characters and making it like weird for the MCU to end up using them, you know? I would love Spider-Man and Kraven, but for some reason Sony are like, let's do a Kraven movie without Spider-Man, like a Venom movie without Spider-Man. Stupid. Stupid.
This suit Eddie has, it was made by our fathers. But it used my dad's DNA as a starting palette.
So, it's like part you?
No.
You?
Well, yeah. In a creepy way.
Yeah.
When I got close to it in the museum, it felt like my brain was going to crawl out of my face.
Ew. Ew, again.
Sorry.
Do you know what you're doing?
Kind of.
What is it?
I have no idea.
What are those black things?
Yeah, that's the I have no idea part.
Let's talk about Spider-Man movies for a second then, okay? There are things to love about every single Spider-Man movie. There are so many good things in all of them. There are just sometimes unfortunate things in them that just kind of, you know? Something that I really love about... I'm going to work backwards here. Something that I really love about Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies is I absolutely adore the fact that they're like focusing on villains that we hadn't seen before. I fucking love it. I love that they did Vulture, and Vulture was perfect. So cool. Just so cool. I love that Shocker is in there, at least in a minor role, and in some capacity it's just cool to have like that super street level, like even lower than street level, like stuff happening. So good. And Mysterio is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains because when I was a kid, as much as I loved watching the animated series of Spider-Man, I used to own a very specific VHS tape of that Spider-Man animated series that was just the Mysterio arc. Like the one where he was using the fucking little like cubes to do like illusion stuff. And I loved the 90s Mysterio. It's just so cool. So them actually doing live action Mysterio in Far From Home, and it was so well done. It was so cool. Jake Gyllenhaal as well just fucking nailed it. So I love that they've done like Vulture, and I love that they've done Mysterio, and then No Way Home having incorporating the past villains was a neat touch as well. I liked that. I just think it was such a missed opportunity for No Way Home to have Vulture MIA. He was not there. He was in prison, and Mysterio like dead because unfortunately he died. I still think that there might have been a way for him to like fake his death and come back, but I think it's a huge missed opportunity to not have one of Tom Holland's own villains go up against him in No Way Home. Huge missed opportunity. They bring back Sandman, Norman Osborn, and Doc Ock from Raimi's films, and then Lizard and Electro from Garfield's films, and that's it. No Vulture, no Mysterio, and it should have been. It absolutely should have been one of them. Have Mysterio fake his death and come back, have Vulture get broken out of prison. Like, the No Way Home spell that they used in stupid Morbius should have just been the reason for them to get Vulture out of prison and be in that movie again, and it would have been a great way to tie up that trilogy of Tom Holland Spider-Man movies by having his first villain come back again with a bunch of other ones. Just annoys the fuck out of me the more I think about it. That it's a huge missed opportunity. And then instead they post-credit scene Tom Hardy's Venom, which has zero connection to any of the characters whatsoever. You know what they should have done, and it makes sense why they didn't do it, but there's a part of me that wants it, is the Topher Grace Venom cameo that people wanted should have been that post-credit scene. Topher Grace's Eddie Brock should have just been randomly chilling out with that Venom suit, and then that piece of the symbiote gets left behind, because why the fuck not? But instead of Tom Hardy's one that has no connection. But I think, yeah, it was weird because they didn't do Sinister Six, and I feel like that was Sony not wanting that, because Sony have been trying to do their own Sinister Six forever. They tried to shoehorn it into Amazing Spider-Man 2 to be like the setup for Amazing Spider-Man 3, and then it never happened. But yeah, if Vulture or Mysterio were in No Way Home, it just would have been really good. Because then in this movie, Tom Holland doesn't have his own villain. It's Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man's villains, and Tom Holland is like, cool, I guess this is just in my universe, you know. I did really like that ending sequence when the spell was happening. It did show like silhouettes of other Spider-Man villains. Like you could see Kraven, you could see Black Cat and Rhino and stuff coming through from the other multiverses. That was really cool for like future potential. And Scorpion as well. But it was, yeah, it's just annoying that we haven't seen any of that. Unfortunately. It even would have been a perfect opportunity to bring in Scorpion, because Scorpion really wanted to know at that post-credit scene of Homecoming who Spider-Man was, because he was trying to press the Vulture for it. He was trying to press Toombs. He's like, hey, who the fuck's Spider-Man? And Michael Keaton was like, I'm not going to tell you. But he could find out from prison, and then they could have brought Scorpion into No Way Home. And that still would have had at least some connective tissue to the Homecoming movie. But that's a big Spider-Man rant. In terms of Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, I like those movies, but I can agree that they're a mess, and Amazing Spider-Man 2 is definitely a huge mess. But one thing that's really, really important about that movie is there's so much heart and soul to how Spider-Man is portrayed by Andrew Garfield, especially in Amazing Spider-Man 2. He's such a good Spider-Man. Like the way that he interacts with people, the way that he interacts with civilians, the way that he interacts with children, the way that he is an absolute hero as Spider-Man, still like warms my heart. It allows me to watch those movies because Andrew Garfield is just so quippy and positive as Spider-Man, and then he has such tragically beautiful moments as Peter Parker. Like, it's good. I don't like that Andrew Garfield is like the cool Peter Parker in the first one. It's like, I'm a skater dude. I don't like that, but I love how he is as Spider-Man. It's really, really cool. I think the Lizard could have been done better, but it was still cool because it's a classic Spider-Man villain. Rhino was a bit ridiculous, like that mechanical suit was just fucking over the top. Electro was a kind of cool thing, but also kind of weird. I liked how they handled Jamie Foxx's Electro in No Way Home, as they kind of made it a little more like classical Electro. I loved the lightning mask that he had, like the classic mask. It was cool. Sometimes, Michael, the way that an actor portrays a character can elevate it above shitty writing and structure. You know, like sometimes it allows you to watch it. You can acknowledge it's a bit of a shit time in terms of the writing and stuff, but like you can also appreciate how that character is portrayed as Spider, like Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and that was worth it to me. Like that scene where he's in Times Square and he has to like split second reaction time save a bunch of people from Electro's like lightning running through everyone, and he like does this like crazy like quick thinking like save everyone move. It was just so cool. And that suit, baby, that suit is so good. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit is incredible. And my second favorite live action suit is Tom Holland's brand new one that came out at the end of No Way Home, because he made it himself and it's so good. And then in terms of Tobey Maguire's movies, obviously Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Alfred Molina as Doc Ock, so fucking good. Even Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman is awesome. I love those movies too, and I like the serious tone that it takes as well as the campy nature of it. The way that it balances the different tones is really well done. It's not afraid to be a little bit stupid and silly, but when it takes itself seriously, it's incredible. Like that final showdown between Green Goblin and Spider-Man on the rooftop was just so great. So it was a blessing to have Willem Dafoe come back as Goblin and just be able to use his face instead of the mask as well, because how well he can be the Goblin was so cool. So there are things to love about every Spider-Man movie. Just unfortunately, there are some things that weigh down all of them, even the Tom Holland ones. There are things that like unfortunately just don't hit the mark, but I fucking love them all the same, you know? One of my favorite parts of Spider-Man Homecoming is just how nice it is to Spider-Man, just like being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You know, I loved him in his like younger form, just like helping people do stuff, and that like the montages of him like helping people out while trying to wait for like you know, Happy and Mr. Stark to contact him. And I love that he has like that mentor figure of Tony Stark when he's, you know, younger and growing up, as much as people might take issues with like a lot of it. I think people have taken sort of the criticism of it too far. It's not that bad, and it's something new. We've already had, you know, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire do their thing, so I like that we had a different take on Tom Holland having like a mentor figure with Tony Stark, teaching him what it means to be a hero. I liked that. And it was cool because it was obviously clearly an origin, sort of a different take on an origin for Peter Parker as Spider-Man as well, that I really liked. And we get to see, hopefully, a new trilogy with Tom Holland in a different era of his life, which just makes it even better. Like, we get to see, hopefully, Spider-Man do some stuff with Daredevil and Kingpin. And maybe we'll get that Scorpion thing happening with J. Jonah Jameson will break Scorpion out of prison and have that happen. Who knows? But there's a lot that they could do. I'd like to see Shocker come back. I'm trying to think of what else. What other Spider-Man villains that they haven't done yet?
What do you think you're doing?
In any of the Spider-Man movies could we see? Chameleon would be interesting. They could have Hammerhead with Kingpin, which would be interesting. Who else they got out there that they could do? I don't want them to do Hobgoblin, because I want them to do their own take on Green Goblin first before just randomly having Hobgoblin pop up. But I kind of feel like they might still do Hobgoblin, because they could have like some sort of dude be like, wow, that Green Goblin guy from No Way Home, when he popped up and started wrecking shit, that's cool. I want to do something like that. So you could probably have some sort of new Goblin take place because they saw Green Goblin in No Way Home and they're like, oh, whoa, that guy was cool. You know? Thank you so much for tuning in, Michael. I really appreciate it. But it's time for you to go to sleep, okay? I'll catch you around for Dino Crisis 3, obviously. What am I doing here? There's a red circle. You're the red circle on my map, sir. What's going on here? It's on the floor. What is this? What is happening here? Is it just you?
My friends are never gonna believe this!
Oh, nice. City event. Success. I stood near that guy until he calmed down. He just needed me. He just needed me to be close to him. What do I have to do? A combat tour. Of course, there are literally no combat tours nearby. I need to go all the way to that one. There's so many races. God, sometimes I just forget that Sony are making so many weird spider movies. Like, they've got that Madam Web movie as well. I try not to think about it because I literally have just zero excitement. You know what we haven't even spoken about at all, though, which is actually kind of funny? We haven't spoken about the animated Spider-Verse movies at all, which I kind of find funny, because Into the Spider-Verse might be one of my favorite Spider-Man things ever.
Don't know what we do
ever. Like, holy fuck. Like, in existence. the Spider-Verse movie might just be one of my favorite Spider-Man things ever. Like, holy shit. And I cannot wait for the new one, part 1. Get to see fucking Oscar Isaac play another Marvel character, his third Marvel character. He's been in the Fox, Sony, and Marvel universe, cinematic universes. Been in all 3 of them. I don't even really know much about Spider-Man 2099. Like, I'm not huge on like all of the different characters. Like, I'm not super knowledgeable on them, but I just love seeing so many different representations of Spider-Man. So I'm super keen. They confirmed that Spider-Man Unlimited is in it. You can actually see him with his fucking nano suit and his little cape and everything, and I cannot wait to see it. Which I think if they're gonna put Spider-Man Unlimited in it, Spider-Man from the 94 animated series will definitely be in it too. If they're gonna go to the effort to put Unlimited in it, just know that they're gonna put the 94 Spider-Man in it too. They confirmed that Spectacular Spider-Man is in it, which, like I said at the start of this stream, people love Spectacular Spider-Man, but I never watched it. Josh Keaton's one. Yeah, PS4 Spider-Man is there. PS1 Spider-Man's in there, by the way. You can even see PlayStation 1 Spider-Man in all of his, like, blocky PlayStation 1 graphic glory. Which I just find hilarious. Bam. Combat tool. The Diecast are an uptown pack of weekend warriors obsessed with modifying their bodies with black market cybernetics. Those who cannot afford real augmentation settle for high-tech gadgets they order on the internet. Yeah, there'll probably be some Spider-Men that just don't have lines, but they will at least show up and look cool, and that's all we want. My dream that'll just never happen is Spider-Man Unlimited getting the second season that it always should have got, but it got cancelled. Everyone's gonna be like, wow, Spider-Man Unlimited's in this movie, and we love him, so we're gonna give him a second season. It was such a cool concept, man.
Take off.
Oh, they got Amazing Bagman in the movie as well,
Your ass.
which is great.
I'm making my name tonight.
I'm making my name tonight. You're getting wrecked, baby. I'm not sure how long this game is. I can't remember how much game is in Ultimate Spider-Man, but I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount. Like, we haven't even gotten to Electro or Goblin or any of that yet. I can't remember if Doc Ock is in this game.
Just let me at him.
I got a question for the chat, though. A question for the chat, and it can be any representation of the character. It doesn't have to be from a movie, it can be from a comic book, it can be from a show, it can be from a movie. What is your single most favorite Spider-Man villain, and what is the best version of that villain that you've seen across all of Spider-Man media? What's your favorite? No restrictions, just any Spider-Man villain in any way that they've been portrayed. I don't have an answer for you yet, so I'm thinking about it myself.
We can take him.
And if it's too hard, give me at least a top 3. Give me a top 3. If you're struggling for a favorite, because I know asking for a favorite of anything is one of the hardest questions ever, because it's just like, I can't pick a favorite. But if you can do a top 3. I love this glitch sometimes where you're still like shooting web, but you're punching. Your webs are still attached to your hands. Defoe's Goblin is absolutely valid. Doc Ock, Raimi, or Insomniac, absolutely valid. Mysterio in the animated series, absolutely valid. Mysterio, Venom, and Shocker. That's a top 3, not bad. Yeah, I don't think Mysterio being sort of like a campy villain is good. He's a silly guy. He's an illusionist. He's literally a glorified magician as a villain, you know? That's not my question, Spooderman, but you've got the right spirit. I just need to know your favorite Spider-Man villain and the favorite iteration of that villain. That's the question. So it's not a villain we'd love to see in a movie. That could be my next question. But the question is the best portrayal of a Spider-Man villain. Your favorite Spider-Man villain, and where? Yeah, I remember this dude. Hello, Mr. Boomerang. You are now dead. Carnage from the PS1 game. Oh yeah, yeah, no shit. Carnage from the PS1 game, and the weird Carnage Doc Ock monster hybrid was such a weird thing, but it was cool because it was like the first time that something like that had happened. Doc Ock being taken over by a symbiote in a game. And it was crazy. There we go. We've hit the 2-hour mark, and that's when the bots usually come in. They came in on time this time. It's always at the 2-hour mark. They came in really early on my stream last week.
I mean, Spider-Man. Can you imagine he didn't even show up?
J. Jonah Jameson. Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson is a Spider-Man villain. That's fair. But which version of J. Jonah Jameson? Galaxy, bro? Oh, sorry, you said PS4 version. The PS4 version of J. Jonah Jameson, really? That's your favorite? But you don't even see him. He's just like a crazy guy on a podcast, like Alex Jones, right? You don't even really get a visual representation of it at all. He's just a voice, right? I mean, fair enough. You answered my question. J. Jonah Jameson from the 1960s animated series is obviously the best one.
I'm late for work at the Daily Bugle.
J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson, but specifically in the Spider-Man 3 video game and nothing else. With his 400% character animations. I still haven't given an answer for myself, have I? My favorite Spider-Man villain, or my top 3, has got to be... Well, I'm going to say 3. I don't know if I can rank them, but in terms of 3 of them, I want to say Insomniac's Dr. Octopus. Insomniac's Doc Ock is definitely in my top 3. Mysterio in the animated series of Spider-Man. And, Ugh. It's tough to pick a third one. Dr. Octopus from Insomniac, Mysterio from the animated series, and I almost want to say Tom Holland's Vulture as well. I almost want to say Tom Holland's Vulture as well. Tom Holland's Vulture was just great for his character. But Willem Dafoe's Goblin is absolutely probably gotta go into my fourth place, be my honorable mention. It's hard because the sort of conventional popular choices is Willem Dafoe's Goblin and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, you know? Because they were just so good.
Where am I? Your home, Edward.
Yeah, I love how much J.K. Simmons comes back for J. Jonah Jameson.
I know you.
He's just the...
My associate, Dr. Adrian.
He's just the guy. He's just J. Jonah Jameson embodied in a human being.
Let's get down to business, shall we, Edward?
They really nailed it for Raimi's casting. Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, and J.K. Simmons just really nailed it.
It will kill you if we leave you in there alone.
When the suit consumes you, we will find someone else to test it. One way or the other, Edward.
Can we just talk about how perfect Vincent is as Kingpin as well?
What do I do first?
So good.
This is a bad gig, man. I don't get it. Oh, it's worth tangling with this thing.
A couple $100 grand in all the nook.
All right, people, on your toes.
Oh, I don't like this version of Electro either. It's just, it's so bad. I'm not a fan of this Electro.
Freak's vulnerable to electricity. This'll be fun.
Bring it. Isn't this what's his face? What's his name? The guy who does the guy who does Obi-Wan. Right? Is it the same guy? James Arnold Taylor? I just don't like the black latex suit with the lightning bolt chest reveal. Like, it's bad. I would literally rather he be in green, yellow spandex with the lightning mask. It would literally be better. You know? It would be so much better. But I do want to say, in terms of casting for characters and characters that I'm super excited to potentially interact with Spider-Man in the future, is like Charlie's Daredevil and Vincent's Kingpin. I can't wait for them to be in Daredevil Born Again in their own series, but I'm super excited for them to interact with Spider-Man. Having Charlie Cox come back as Daredevil for No Way Home was so good. It was such a beautiful reveal, just seeing his like stick and then the reveal of his character. That'd be so good. That would also be again really good to bring John back as Punisher, like you said, checkpoints, but also have him interact with Spider-Man, because Punisher in the animated series was so good, and I think that would be such a different thing for Tom Holland's Spider-Man to go up against. It's a very serious character like Punisher. I'm just absolutely not a fan of this version of Electro. I think that's the thing, is like, in terms of the ultimate Spider-Man villains, I rarely like them. I don't like this these portrayals of these villains. Venom's great, Rhino's good, Electro is lame. We've seen Adrian Toomes, but we haven't seen Vulture yet. I can't remember what Vulture is like in Ultimate.
You gotta keep up, boy.
I'm pretty sure this is James Arnold Taylor. I just hate how this is like, chase after this guy and just have him shock you.
Going up. Come on.
Oh yeah, and roided up Hulk Goblin is, I'm not a fan of that either. I like I like Goblin being like in a normal suit.
My grandma moves faster than you. First floor coming up. Get it in gear.
chase sequences are my least favorite Spider-Man trope, and they're in every Spider-Man game. They're in every single one. They have always done chase sequences, and they've always been the worst part of every Spider-Man game. That Spider-Man 1 on PS1 Venom chase is probably the worst one, so at least they got better from there. But it was so bad, and that first Venom chase is so hard.
You gotta keep up, boy!
He just disappears so easily.
You testing that suit or my patience?
I just can't see.
You gotta keep up, boy!
No. No.
Going down!
I like how he just makes you get all the way up to the top just to knock you and just go all the way down to the bottom.
What do you know? The freak can play keep up.
Was Shocker in the PS4 game? I remember Vulture, Rhino, Electro. And the PS4 game had Vulture, Rhino, Electro, Doc Ock, Mr. Negative. Who's the last one? Because it had they had its own Sinister Six with Mr. Negative, but Shocker wasn't there. Scorpion, yeah, Scorpion. Yeah, Shocker wasn't in PS4 game, right?
Getting close.
I don't remember him in that one.
Get it in gear!
Guy's gonna die.
That's all you got?
I knew that as soon as I was gonna feed on someone for health, I was gonna fail the mission. I knew that as soon as I was gonna go for health, I would fail. It's like I was in a rock and a hard place. I need health, but also I'm gonna fail the mission. I will answer your question, Echo. We're playing Spider-Man. As per the title of the video, we're playing Ultimate Spider-Man. That is what's going on. So sorry, is Shocker in Spider-Man PS4? Because I literally cannot remember him. I know that Mysterio's in there as a joke. He's like dressed up as like some dude in like a random sequence. I remember that, which was kind of funny. But I wish that Mysterio was actually in the game properly as a villain instead of like being like some random joke.
Come on, pick up the pace. Next stop, top floor.
Why don't I remember Shocker in Insomniac's PS4? I love Shocker, so I feel like I should remember. I mean, it has been a few years since I played it, so there's room to forget things all the time. Oh god, I hate his commentary.
Ground floor.
I love James Arnold Taylor, but not I'm not liking this. God damn it.
Grandma moves faster than you.
Oh no, I'm gonna fail. Oh, almost failed.
That's all you got?
James Arnold Taylor has a very recognizable voice.
Come on, pick up the pace.
I literally need to look up Shocker in Insomniac Spider-Man because it's driving me crazy how I don't actually remember him. Shocker, PS4, Spider-Man. Why don't I remember? Kingpin, yeah, Kingpin actually as well. I remember Kingpin's in Insomniac Spider-Man. He's right at the beginning. He's like the first dude you fight. Kingpin in Insomniac Spider-Man was great. Oh, I don't remember him at all. Looking at it, it's like part of me feels like I kind of remember it, but then at the same time, I just don't. Yeah, that's kind of a lame design for Shocker. in Insomniac's game. Yeah, it's pretty lame. It's a little bit lame. Did he get his design from Pimp My Evil Base?
You gotta keep up, boy.
Well, James Arnold Taylor's Obi-Wan is great, but he kind of has, this is like all close to his actual voice almost. Like he's got a very high-pitched voice, and he also plays Tidus for Final Fantasy X, which is also quite high-pitched.
That's all you got? I thought this was a chase, not a freaking walk in the park. First floor coming up.
I wish that he had some more voice lines. Adventure Arachnoman.
That suit or my patience?
Something that I will say about
Getting close.
Insomniac Spider-Man villain designs for like the main characters, like Electro, oh shit. Oh, I got stuck. I didn't think that he was going in a completely opposite direction. It's okay, guys, because here's a save file that I save stated in the middle of the in the middle of the thing when I went to go look up Shocker. So we don't have to start it from the start. Thank God for emulation.
That's all you got?
We do just have to still listen to him talk, unfortunately. This is the PS2 version. I didn't even know that there was a PC version.
I thought this was a chase, not a freaking walk in the park.
Yeah, the enemy designs in Insomniac Spider-Man for like Electro, Vulture, Rhino and stuff were really cool. I liked them a lot.
You tested that?
Oh shit, fell down. Silver Sable is in Insomniac Spider-Man as well. It's actually crazy how many villains and characters are in Insomniac Spider-Man, to be honest with you. I think Norman Osborn looks cool. Doc Ock's great. It's all really well done in Insomniac Spider-Man. The only one is probably Shocker, I would say. And then the fact that they did Mysterio dirty by him being like some like random guy.
Get it in gear.
Yeah, I'm keen. I know that Silver Sable and I know that Black Cat is in the DLC. I just haven't played the DLC before. I think Hammerhead is also in the DLC, so I know some things. I'm just really keen to check it out for myself.
You gotta keep
eventually. Before Spider-Man 2 comes out. Before Spider-Man 2 comes out.
Come on, pick up the pace.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get lost again. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have jumped up in the air. I'm really failing. How do I feel about the Peter Parker face swap? I feel the same as everybody. It's probably the most unanimous opinion I've ever seen on the internet, which is so funny. I'm so sorry that I keep failing at this. I'm gonna try and focus, okay? So hold off on asking me questions for a little bit, and I'll talk to you after we do this mission because I keep failing. I need to focus. I don't want to keep doing this mission.
Get it in gear.
It's like the worst mission to do because of his voice. So I want to get it right.
Going down. What do you know? The freak can play keep up. You testing that suit or my patience? You gotta keep up, boy.
It's got to be close to the end, right? I was telling you that chase segments in Spider-Man games are the worst. They're never good.
Get it in gear.
Oh shit! No.
Come on, pick up the pace.
Thank God. Okay, we're done. Get it in gear. What do I think of the game so far? Oh, well, this is a replay. This isn't a first playthrough. I love this game. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man games. This game is exceptional. And it's so much fun, and across the board, I love so many things about it. The only problem I have with this Ultimate Spider-Man game are the villain designs for the most part. But that's not a criticism of the game, that's a criticism of Ultimate Spider-Man.
Something special. I bet it's Daredevil, isn't it? What does he have?
Back off, kid! I did it. I finally got that little yutz.
I finally got that little yutz.
Let's finish this up.
Are you calling the art style bad, Echo? Because you probably have the unpopular opinion. The art style of this game is really, really good. It's like kind of timeless. Yeah. The art style of this game is good. That's the good thing about cell shading art style, is it doesn't really age bad at all.
Oh, you're gonna pay for that. You're gonna die, Brock. Die.
Electro forgets that he has like the most overpowered move ever, and he just allows me to wail on him. Why I order? I can't believe he literally just why I ordered me. Why I order? We're doing so good at keeping Spider-Man alive, actually. We're doing a good job.
That freaking hurt!
Spider-Man is my guy to kill.
Time to fry, Spider-Punk!
It's funny about how many times Electro and Spider-Man fight in Times Square. It's not many times, but it's weird that it's happened a few times.
You're gonna die, Brock! Die!
Except this time Venom's involved.
No more screwing around. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it right.
This is Electro. Shocker always has like gauntlets.
That's more like it.
Electro is just the electricity obsessed guy that I
can destroy you.
I'm trying to feed on people, not on Electro. Let me feed on people, please. Thank you. I need help. How do we fight this guy? How do we fight this version of him?
I'm gonna kill this kid.
How do we beat Pure Energy Electro? I'm getting just zapped. Ah, there we go.
Stupid.
Now he's naked. There we go. Throw car at him. There we go. How to beat Electro? Throw car. Ow. Throw car at him to turn him into a naked man. Where you at? Get over here. How dare you dodge me? I missed.
I oughta.
Why I oughta? I feel like he would be able to heal on this. Yeah, he can heal on the signs, can't he?
Scarier.
Doesn't he? I think he destroys the signs when he absorbs the health of them. Right? So he destroys the signs himself.
No! No!
Can I destroy the signs myself? I think something that is just kind of like annoying about the boss fights in Ultimate, at least, is I think the characters are the boss fights are too long. That boss fight with Rhino is so long. Alright, I can destroy them early. Well, I'll try. Okay. How am I? How? I'm trying to blow it up with throwing. If I can't destroy it by throwing a car at it, there you go. All right, I can whack it with my own hands. You can't. You can't blow it up with a car, but you can blow it up with my fists, baby.
Gonna fry me a spider.
Is that a sign? Oh god. Shit. Spider-Man. No! Okay, you recovered too quickly, mate.
You don't stand a chance, Brock.
Oh! It went to that sign automatically. Let me just destroy that real quick. No! Hey! Didn't even let me do damage to... What the fuck? Oh my god.
Not again!
It didn't even let me do damage to him that time. He went straight to healing. Alright. I think there's more signs here. Yep. Okay, I think there's no more signs. I'm healing. Stop. Leave me alone.
Gotta do something about this. No good.
Please tell me he's not going to heal somewhere else.
I can be
What? Okay. Okay, what? Okay. Now he's just kind of like everywhere. Okay, there he is. Be back. There we go. Oh! Electro, please let me get more than one punch on you, sir. Can I get more than one punch on you? Thank you. He did. Woo! I do not care about Bill Clinton, kid. They should all watch me play Spider-Man instead.
Stand down!
There he is! There he is!
Please.
I love the Ultimate Comics version of Nick Fury, though, for sure. Definitely the best version.
Peter, come on, kiddo, wake up.
What are you doing here?
Come on, get up.
Why can't you keep this electric guy you're supposed to be keeping in prison? And that lady, the silver lady that captured Eddie the other day. Why couldn't she?
Peter, you need to call...
I need to quit getting almost killed by stupid people is what I need.
That civilian just walked right through Nick Fury. Love it. They'll definitely do a new voice for Wolverine, because why wouldn't they? They didn't get any other Spider-Man voice actor for Spider-Man. They got a new one. So they will get someone new for Wolverine as well, as would be expected. And with that one, with Electro defeated, we're going to bring this episode and this stream of Ultimate Spider-Man to a close. Thank you so much for joining me today and hanging out. If you were here for the Spider-Man 3 stream earlier today, we were just not having fun and a good time in Spider-Man 3. And I needed something good. I needed some positivity. And playing Ultimate Spider-Man instead was the best way to do that. Oh, and look, and right on time, as I said, Dex comes in for his hourly recycled joke. There it is. Perfectly timed to end the stream too. Thank you so much for joining and hanging out, everybody. I love Ultimate Spider-Man so much. There's just so much to enjoy about this game. It's Christmas Eve for me at the moment, about 4 p.m. So it's probably early Christmas Eve for most people by this point. I've obviously still got videos dropping on the channel over the Christmas and New Year season. Have a good Christmas, everybody. Hope you're happy and hanging out with those that you love. There are lots of people who probably spend Christmas maybe on their own or don't celebrate it as much. But even so, just know that we're all here for you, and playing games and sharing it with you guys and having a community makes me really grateful that I do have like people that I can like share games with and hang out with as well. So you know, there are people that will hang out over the Christmas period. I'll still be doing some streams probably, but yeah, some people want to spend it alone, some people want to spend it with other people, but however you choose to spend it, hope you have a good time and do something that you love and take care of yourself. Okay, but thank you so much for tuning in. It's been super fun. I love Ultimate Spider-Man, so we'll be playing more Ultimate Spider-Man early next week. And with that one, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I'm hungry, actually. I'm starving. I have not eaten today, so I should probably put something in my stomach and be good to myself as well. So thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Have a good Christmas, and I'll see you next time.